Hey everyone, it's Kirk McLean here, and you're watching Clay's Canucks Commentary.
Hey Canucks fans, you like that sneak peek? Forgot to put my little waiting screen on. Welcome to Clay's Canucks Commentary Live, presented to you by Van City Experts Real Estate. I'm your host, Clay Emo Canuck Clay, and this is my Canucks take, all in one take for Thursday night, April the 24th. If you're new, here's what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. I hope you're doing well. We had a great members live stream last night. So if you're not a member, you're missing out. We had an open house. We had some new people actually join me on the open house, and they were great. They were well-spoken. They were sharing their scoops and their opinions. And then we had some familiar faces as well. So all in all, I think we had 9 people join me on screen last night. So thanks to everyone who joined me for my members live stream last night. And then I'm so happy that all of you are here tonight. Once again, if you're new, here's what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for Daily Canucks Insight. That's positive, timely, and trustworthy. Before we get going right away, I want to say, well, yes, that's not the one I meant to click. Yes, like the stream. Swerve Irvin is smart. But Coach Rob gets the donation train out of the station right away. Let's give him some love. While you guys are going fast and furious, Coach Rob gifts a membership. That's franchise membership for a month, and it goes to Candace Ovington. That is a name I've not seen before. So welcome, Candace, to franchise membership, and thank you, Coach Rob, for the membership gift. Let's give Coach Rob some love in the chat. And then following on the footsteps of that, he then uses his monthly membership message. Look at that. A 50 months, Coach Rob. And he just says, boom, 2 out of the high 5 already. And then thank you, Coach Rob. And Swerve Irvin makes it 3 out of the high 5. With a $1.39 super sticker. Thank you, Swerve Irvin. So thanks to Coach Rob and Swerve Irvin, we have 3 of the high 5 covered already. You're saying, Clay, what's this high 5 that you speak about? Well, thank you for asking, because this is what you can do. You can subscribe to the channel, get active in the chat section. You can like the video, like the fact that we're together, like the fact that the Whitecaps beat the Miami team with Messi 2-0. I'll tell you about that in a second. You can leave a donation like Swerve Irvin has done. You can gift a membership like Coach Rob has done. You can buy your own membership. You can upgrade your own membership. You can use your monthly membership message like Coach Rob has done. And if you're listening on a podcast platform, you can rate and review. If we get all 5, a donation, a membership gift, a membership purchase, a membership upgrade, and a monthly membership message, if we get all 5 in one stream, it triggers a giveaway for a future stream. We have 3 of them already. We have a membership gift, we have a membership message, and we have a donation. But the 2 that are the toughest to get are the 2 that we are missing. Someone has to buy their own membership, not wait for a gift. And then even tougher, someone has to upgrade their own membership, either from brain fart here, from franchise to Hall of Fame, or from Hall of Fame to legend. So, but even if we don't get the high 5, I still appreciate all that you guys do for me and for this channel. Harry Ma, Hall of Fame member, comes in with also a monthly membership message. Says, hi Clay, how are you? Disappointing loss for game 3. Hopefully the Jets can win game 4 and game 5 and finish the series against the Blues. Go Jets, go. I agree. I want Winnipeg to win. I do not want St. Louis and their goaltender, who I don't like, Jordan Binnington, to win. But sweeps are hard. Sweeps are hard to come by, because that's four wins against usually a pretty good team in the playoffs. So what I'd like to do tonight, thank you everyone for your generosity so far. Going to talk quickly about the soccer match that I was at. Going to talk quickly about the Abbey Canucks talk quickly about the first round of the playoffs, including going over tonight's scores, and then my impressions of the first round so far. And then I will turn it over to all of you. Tomorrow, I'll be sending out the recap of the confidence pool as well, kind of what I hinted at on Tuesday night. So, yeah, it should be good to share that as well. And so if you enter my confidence pool, you'll get an email from me. Hopefully, I don't wait till the weekend. I'm going to try and do it tomorrow already so you guys can have it. But it doesn't change anything because we don't award points until the end of the first round. Okay, I was at the soccer match tonight. Smart enough not to call it a soccer game. I was at the soccer match. My son Sean took me. He actually bought 6 tickets for this, used 2 of them, me and him, and then sold 4, which is pretty cool. And 53,000 people at BC Place to watch. I didn't know this is the semifinal of the North American, the CONCACAF Champions League. I didn't know, I sort of knew because I remember, but Sean was telling me that the Whitecaps have knocked off 3 Mexican teams to get here, and now they're up 2-0 on first leg against Inter Miami. That's pretty awesome. So I did recognize some names on Miami, like of course Messi, and then a couple other famous guys who now their names escape me because I used to play FIFA on my Sony PlayStation, so I would recognize some of the names. That there's a guy named Jordy, right? Jordy something, and then of course Messi, and there's like 3 or 4 names that I recognize. I think they're all past their prime now, but it was still something to see. Everything that Messi did in warm up was cheered every time he was warming up or shooting on his goaltender. But then as soon as the match started, every time he touched the ball, he got booed. It was kind of funny, and I actually tweeted out. It reminds me of Canucks fans with Duncan Keith, with Brad Marchand, or with Gary Bettman. Like the boos were kind of similar. And then later in the match, when it was getting more testy, it was never like rough or whatever, or dirty or whatever. And the ref maybe missed a couple calls. I tweeted out, I didn't know that Stéphane Auger was officiating. And that was, of course, a throwback to Stéphane Auger and Alex Burrows and their feud almost 20 years ago now, maybe 15 years ago. So I thought I was pretty proud of that. And then finally, after they won, I put a picture of Messi and I said, tidy win. Tidy 2-0 win for the Vancouver Whitecaps. And that was obviously a play on words. Tidy Messi, right? The guy's name is Messi, but we were tidy. Thank you. I know. Some brilliant stuff here. This always working. This thing always working. So that was cool. And then got to see and hear in person the amazing quartet of Marie, Ariel, Elizabeth Irving, and Emma Lake. They sang the anthems. They bring them out for special occasions, and it's pretty cool. I kind of a shame actually that people were booing the U.S. anthem because I couldn't hear their harmonies that well because I did really want to hear them. But then of course people were cheering or singing along with the Canadian anthem. But still, very very enjoyable experience. I understand soccer, I really do. I don't play it very well because I'm not very skilled at something like that. But I do understand the game. And I thought the Whitecaps, I haven't gone to a Whitecaps match in about 3 or 4 years. So I was very impressed with how much they attack. And I know that Miami's a really good team. So, but the Whitecaps were certainly on their heels for the first 10, 15 minutes. It felt like the ball was in their half of the pitch the whole time. But I was quite impressed with how that they do have their players that can make dangerous plays. Very direct. They're not afraid to attack the goal, which is a far cry from some of the Whitecaps matches I've watched in the past. So again, not a soccer expert, but I understand enough to know what was happening. To boo guys when they're like flailing on the ground, they look like they got shot. But overall, a really really enjoyable night. Great time with Sean, and then we drove Kayla and her boyfriend Clyde home. They were at the game. The game. There we go. The match as well. So. I walked in the door at 10:47, so a little tight getting this stream together, but we're here, and I'm happy to share that with you. By the way, Swerve and Irvin, another donation. Thank you, Swerve and Irvin. Steve Francis, that is a good callback. Yes, for Vancouver Grizzlies fans, you might remember we drafted Steve Francis, even though he told us not to draft him. And then he proceeded to demand a trade, and he never played for us. And then we would boo him every time he would touch the ball playing basketball for the Houston Rockets against the Vancouver Grizzlies. Yeah, no, those boos I think were stronger. This one was some boos for sure, but it wasn't even as bad as like Duncan Keith or Brad Marchand boos. It was just, enough boos, but there are a lot of people there that were there to see him as well. So thank you, Swervin Irvin, for yet another donation. Let's give Swervin Irvin some love in the chat. Okay, so that was a bit about the soccer match. Oh yeah, that's a good one too. Was Messier playing? Awesome. Okay. Secondly, Abbotsford Canucks. They lost tonight to the Tucson Roadrunners, and they lost quite convincingly. They lost 4-1. The only goal came from Linus Karlsson. Just kind of looking, some were saying that Shilovs wasn't great. He still made 28 saves out of 31 shots. But overall, yes, they lose 4-1. The only points, Linus Karlsson with the goal, Sammy Blais, and Aturatu with the assist. So this is the best of 3. So that means game 3, it all comes down to game 3. And is that tomorrow or Saturday? I think it's Saturday, right? I think it's Saturday, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, because they wouldn't play 3 in a row. So Saturday night is game 3. I would love to go to that, but I was given tickets to the Vancouver Warriors game. So yeah, Canuck clay is becoming soccer clay and lacrosse clay. So I was at the Whitecaps game tonight. I did it again, the Whitecaps match tonight. And then on Saturday, I am the guest of the Vancouver Warriors. They're putting some content creators together in a suite, I guess, and hosting us. Content creators and influencers. I'm not sure which one I fall into, but Gail and I will be going to our first Vancouver Warriors match game this Saturday. So I'm looking forward to that. And by the way, it was kind of cool. 2 people recognized me at the game, I said it again, at the Whitecaps match tonight as Canuck Clay. So that was cool. But obviously I don't know a lot about soccer if I keep calling it a game and not a match. Oh, that's good. Shilovs was elite. Canucks didn't. Okay, that's good to know. I really appreciate that because I did not watch the game, so I'm really glad that you made that clarification. So thank you. And is it Raby or Rabby? Let me know. Is it Raby or Rabby? I want to say the right thing. Was it a messy introduction? No, it was clean. It was very clean. For sure. But thank you, Erwin. That was very good. It was great meeting you on screen yesterday, Erwin. Rabby or Raby? I don't know which I said first, so I'll do it one more time. Is it Rabby or Raby? And then tell me if it's the first or second one again. I'm so sorry. Rabby or Raby? Now remember that I said Rabby first. Rabby or Raby? Thank you, because I want to get it right. I will patiently wait because I'm excited to see what Rabby or Raby says. Rabby or Raby? Rabby. Okay. Oh, so I actually reversed it. It is Rabby. I will never get that wrong. Okay. Thank you. Now, for the games tonight in the NHL. Florida beats Tampa 2-0. That is not good for any of my pools. I don't like how Tampa's not scoring. I don't like this. Toronto takes a 3-0 lead over Ottawa. Might they sweep them? Another early overtime goal for Toronto. What's going on? Minnesota beats Vegas 5-2. That is crazy. And then what's crazier is St. Louis hammering the Jets 7-2. That is absolutely crazy. I haven't watched any of these games, obviously, because I was at the soccer match, not the game. But really quickly, I want to just recap the first round so far and then get your thoughts. I'll talk about Rick Tocchet a little bit, and then I'll do my Mitchell sponsor read, and then I'll turn it over to all of you. So Winnipeg is up. Okay, actually, before I do this, it is hard to sweep a team. I believe there was only one sweep in the entire NHL playoffs last season. And if there is going to be a sweep, it would usually be in the first round because you think that there are a few more weaker teams, like just the odds of there's 16 teams instead of 8. And a couple of the teams are a bit weaker. So, but you still don't expect really a sweep. So in the West, Winnipeg is up 2-1, and there's that old adage that you haven't lost a playoff series, or you're not behind until you lose at home. And that's why Game 7 is so important, obviously, because only one team can host Game 7. So this one has gone true to form. Winnipeg wins the first 2 at home. St. Louis wins today. So I'm not concerned as a Jets fan or concerned that I have Jets in my pool because you can't expect them to sweep St. Louis. So we'll see. Every game is pivotal in playoffs, but Game 4, always pivotal. Dallas up 2-1 in Colorado. This one is surprising to me. Because they're still missing Jason Robertson. They're still missing Miro Heiskanen. And despite missing those 2 players, they are up 2-1 on the Colorado Avalanche. So that is not great. Obviously, for people that are cheering for the Avalanche, and I think I have them. I definitely I picked them over Dallas in both of my confidence pool entries. Though the biggest one that's surprising though to me is Minnesota over Vegas. Like Minnesota not sneaks in, but they're one of the wildcard teams. Vegas won our division, and yet Minnesota is the team that's up 2-1, and they still have 2 home games to go. So they obviously, in winning one of the games in Vegas, they are at an advantage there. And then LA versus Edmonton, I don't dislike Edmonton as much as I dislike Calgary, but I am surprised at how the first game was kind of crazy. That was on Monday night. This game, LA last night, smoking Edmonton. Stuart Skinner looking bad. Edmonton penalty kill looking bad. They're obviously missing Matthias Ekholm. I just don't know. I know they haven't lost a game at home yet, but I just don't know how. I can't see Edmonton winning 4 of the next 5. Can you? So that's a very surprising result for sure. Then I am surprised Toronto's up 3-0. I wouldn't be surprised if it was 2-1. I know 2 of the games are overtime, so you could argue that Ottawa could be up 2-1, but instead they are facing elimination already. Not the best start for them. Florida over Tampa, that's surprising. Now Florida's going home for the next 2 games, so I don't like Tampa's chances, just like I don't like Edmonton's chances. Washington over Montreal, no surprise there. 2-0, 2 closer games, but Washington the better team. And I'm not surprised at all that Carolina seems to be easily handling New Jersey as Jacob Markstrom continues to take out his own play. I'm just kidding. He only did that once, but I don't expect New Jersey to come back against Carolina. Yeah, really quickly at the soccer match tonight, Elias Pettersson was there. And then I'm not sure if I mentioned it on here, but I think you guys know that one of my guilty pleasures is watching street basketball. Some of the, Ball is Life, The Next Chapter, that kind of thing, off the dribble on YouTube. I spend, I'll save this for a second. I'll save this for the last thing I do before I go into my mid-show sponsor read. So give me a second. Rick Tocchet is in the news because there were tweets, rumors that he is on his way to Vancouver, from Vegas tonight. There were some tweets and rumors I saw that someone was on a plane with Rick Tocchet from Vegas. And then some people saying that they've seen Rick Tocchet land in Vancouver. So it could mean that the Canucks will be ready to announce a Rick Tocchet extension tomorrow. I.e. he's coming into town, and then they're going to announce it in the morning. And then Rick Tocchet will do some sort of media availability either late morning or early afternoon. That is the optimist way of thinking about it. If it's true that he is indeed here, I don't sure if I saw any pictures. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I did see the rumors. Patrick Allvin and Jim Rutherford did say that they were hoping to have an announcement or have the contract worked out by the end of this week. They said that on Monday. Tomorrow is the end of the work week, Friday. It wouldn't be unlike the Canucks to drop it like at Friday at 5 p.m. That news. If he's not going to extend, you think it's a little weird that he needs to come back now, unless he's going to announce or they're going to say that they've agreed to move to part ways, and they wouldn't give him media availability, but maybe he's here for meetings or to pack up his stuff or to move. I don't know. To me, that seems less likely. Maybe I'm talking from my heart and not my head, which I've done before, but I have a feeling that they're going to announce a Rick Tocchet extension. And so Sarah says Tocchet is going to get his bag. Rick rolling the dice on extending. Why else would he fly to Vancouver? All good points. So we'll see. I guess we don't have to speculate, but we can talk. Like the whole point of this channel is to talk, and these streams is talk. I've expressed, you guys know, I've expressed my my admiration, my respect for Rick Tocchet. And I do think, obviously, he was great last season, winning the Jack Adams. He was good, not great this season, but he had a lot of adversity to deal with. But he's not one to make excuses. He never blames refs. He doesn't blame injuries. He takes a lot of accountability for systems or guys not playing his systems or executing, whatever it is. So I like him. And I've met him a couple times, and I've liked my interactions with him. That's a small factor. But overall, I think he's really, really good for the team. And I'm hoping that they do an extension, and I'll do a quick vlog about it tomorrow. I know Coach Rob is going to disappoint you that we don't get Jay Woodcroft. And so maybe on the other side of the sponsor read, you can tell me what your thoughts about Rick Tocchet. Do you think he'll be extended? And do you think the Canucks should extend him? So do you think it'll happen, and do you want it to happen? Okay, last thing. Let's do 5 minutes on this, or 3 minutes on this before we go to my Mitchell sponsor read. What are your guilty pleasures when it comes to YouTube consumption? So I'll tell you 2 of mine. My 2 are watching, like I said, street ball. Ball is life, the next chapter off the dribble. So street basketball. And then my other guilty pleasures, this is really bad. Oh, it's not bad in that it's immoral or gross, but it just kind of wastes my time. I love watching body cam videos, police body cam videos of when they detain, arrest people, especially when the people are really stupid and say stupid things or try and run from the police or have stories that don't make any sense. Like I don't necessarily like violence, watching violence, but I do like these body cam videos of police arresting, detaining, stopping people. So those are my 2 guilty YouTube pleasures. What are your 2? Not your 2. What are your YouTube guilty pleasures? Of course, I only put them on the screen if it's appropriate to do so. But yeah, you can name channels. But what are your YouTube guilty pleasures? Let me know. Let me know. Retro gaming refurbishment. Is that one of your guilty pleasures, or were you answering someone else, Irvin? So Crad, he loves body cam videos as well. Oh, these are great answers. Fillmore, watching live streams of G.I. Joe and Transformers and other 80s cartoons and pro wrestling videos. Oh yeah, I watch behind the scenes wrestling stuff too. So maybe 3 for me. Street ball, body cam videos, and wrestling behind the scenes. Book reviews on YouTube after reading the book, video game videos, and the occasional Karen vids. Okay. Adam got dead kicking his bride. Yeah, he was doing some breakdancing move, right? And kicked his bride. Oh, man, that is funny. Oh, I like this, Sarah. Mystery crime and vlogs. I do like those too. Just got Mill and came in and heard something. Yeah, someone tweeted that they were on the same plane as Rick Tocchet coming from Vegas. People getting scared by friends. That is a guilty pleasure, Coach Rob. Watching your stream, is that more guilty or is that more pleasure, Carol? Be careful how you answer. Summoning salt vids. I don't even know what that is. Did I just say something bad? You like refurb videos? I do like John Boy Breakdown. He's great. Nice to see you, Leah. We're talking about YouTube guilty pleasures. Not we can do a whole nother show on actual guilty pleasures, but I'm talking about YouTube guilty pleasures. Mukbangs, that makes sense. Jessica, some people have suggested that I should do that. Love watching people who live full-time in vans. So full-time van inhabitants. Movies, John Boy. Streamers in Bakersfield. Why that? Why streamers in Bakersfield, Pastor Dan? And police chases? There we go. Yeah, so maybe you watch the police chases and then I watch the body cam videos of the actual detainment and arrest. Storm chasing, train videos, car detailing and yard cleaning. Ooh, wrestling is cool. I love watching movies, reviews, and pranks. A couple pranks on YouTube. Yay Mad and the OF Crew. They're pretty much comedy channels of adult jokes. Okay, Skytrain Alfred, maybe too mature for me. GTS wrestling, and I like watching SML. It's kind of like with puppets. Okay, I have no clue what that is, but SML or SNL? Robbie, those funny campus videos like those Love Live Serve ones where people talk out loud and say some obscene stuff in public. Okay, I trust you on that one. I just find it calming watching guys clean, rebuild, and customize Game Boys. You guys give me a lot of ideas here. Lego Rocks. Yeah, he's good. Always pleasure. I love it. Funny animation. Let's play VTubers. Okay. Murder mysteries. Hockey vids, but I like the car crashing bad driving vids. Oh my. YouTube reaction videos, trailers, wrestling. Yeah, I'll do some mukbang or mukbang or bang bang muck. No, that doesn't sound right. But yeah, I'll be looking for ideas in the summer for sure. reading vlogs after reading the book. Beautiful. All right. Oh, Steve Dangle. Actually, I do like that too. Home builders, streamers who chase police action. Oh, I see what you're saying, Pastor Dan. Speedrun history, video essays, and they are addictive. All right, I'll trust you on that one, Crad. Never see Steve Dangle after win. He's pretty good. Like he doesn't rub it on people's face, but I'm sure he's really happy right now. Pressure washing and yard restoration videos. You guys, wow. Exploring abandoned areas too in police videos. And Stuart Skinner is the worst goalie. That's not a guilty pleasure for sure. Sakaris and Price, when things get spicy. Canucks Convo, Canucks After Dark. Well, thank you. The line change. All right, guys, that was good. We actually went about 7 minutes on that, which was pretty cool. I better do my mid-show sponsor read, and then we can actually do some hockey talk. So I always start off by thanking my primary sponsor, Jason Lim of Van City Experts. Thank you to my channel sponsor, Jason Lim of Van City Experts Real Estate. At Van City Experts, their experience, knowledge, and expertise can serve you well in navigating through the real estate market and will help you to choose the best home or condo in the Greater Vancouver area that best suits your and your family's needs. Shout out to my secondary sponsor, Coach Patrick Liu, weight loss coach. You can check him out at coachpatrickliu.com/clay. Receive a free 5-day workout when you sign up. Thank you to Gassy Jet Art Maker, that fine artwork. And thank you to Vessi Footwear. Use the link tinyurl.com/VessiClay and receive a free pair of socks off your next purchase of Vessi shoes. Thanks to everyone who's purchased Canuck Clay merch at canuckclay.threadless.com. I'm wearing the GLCPC design here. And then you see on the screen the CCC design. So those are the two designs that I have right now. Might not design a third one until people keep buying more of what's there already, unless they aren't buying more because they're waiting for a third one. It could be a chicken and egg thing. But thank you, everyone. Reminder, this is how you get involved tonight. You can subscribe. You can like the video. You can leave a donation. Gift a membership, buy your own membership, upgrade your own membership, use your monthly membership message. And if you're listening on a podcast platform, make sure you rate and review. And my next show is on Sunday. So on Sunday, I'm going to do a double dip or double duty. First, it's the group Zoom call. We do it every month on the last Sunday of the month. That's this Sunday. So we're going to do a group Zoom call for Legends and Hall of Fame members at 8:30 p.m. Pacific. I will send you the link. I will both post it on my community tab, and then I will also email all of the Hall of Fame and Legend members. So again, 8:30 Pacific, we will do that group Zoom call. I think it'll be the first one for a couple of you, which is pretty cool. And then regular CCC at 11 p.m. Then on Sunday, I will tell you guys what my streaming schedule will be like. The next 3 weeks are absolutely nutso for me. So it's I can't like pledge to certain nights. I'll just have to go week to week, and we go from there. All right, friends, let's go. Let's start off with hockey questions first, because we can get off topic with mukbang and YouTube guilty pleasures and body cam and police chases. So let's do hockey first. Just your impressions on the first round, your thoughts about Rick Tocchet. Maybe those will be the two kind of topics I will focus on. I love this. CL2C, Clay learns to cook. Clay, just ask an AI to give you the perfect streaming content algorithm. Oh, never thought about that. Clay, CLAI instead of AY. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, let's go. What's the day after your birthday? What's the day after your birthday, Sir? I know your birthday's coming up. Irvin, when's your birthday? Put it in the chat again. Remind me. I know you've told me like 8 times. Sorry. Habs in trouble, Oilers in trouble, Jets kicking butt. Oh, your birthday's on Sunday. Your birthday's on Sunday? So what's the day after your birthday? Is Monday. What were we talking about? What's happening on Monday? So Irvin... Wait, April 26th is your birthday. Yeah, the Sunday, right? No. I'm so confused. Oh, Saturday. Saturday the 26th is your birthday. That means Sunday, it's the group Zoom chat. And then Sunday, I would love to bring you on the stream if possible. By the way, oh shoot, I was supposed to bring on Jeff. I'll do that. I'll get Jeff on the stream soon. I know I promised that as well, but I forgot to mention that as well. Okay, Irvin, we will figure that out. Do you take the Talkit plane thing with a grain of salt? I certainly do after the Ohtani fiasco. Yeah, but I think the Ohtani thing was on a bigger scale, fangirl. Fair question. I don't take it as a grain of salt, with a grain of salt, given that, A, I hope that he gets extended, and B, Jim Rutherford did say that they were working on something for the end of this week. So I haven't seen full-fledged proof, but why would that guy lie? But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, Carol, or you can text me. Carol, you have my number. But I can't text you right now. I'm in the middle of a show, but I can do it after. Being a fan of street ball? Yes. So, Adrian, I've been following the story. Tristan Jass, I used to watch before I watched even like Off the Dribble and Ball's Life and Next Chapter. So when I saw that he was got signed with the Bandits, at least for the tryout, he hasn't made the team yet. That's pretty cool, and I think he's going to bring a lot of exposure to the Vancouver Bandits and the CEBL, which is awesome. Do you think the Verlander issue is going to be similar to Olin when it was complicated to sign him here? I hope not, Fillmore, but I just don't like the way it's going. It doesn't feel right, and the way that Cam Robinson talked about it on Scarce and Price, it does not feel right. Are you worried about Game 4 for the Jets? Nope, not yet. Not yet. 1040 radio days. Maybe another answer. Hockey first. No problem. No problem. Love the Wild game yesterday, but I like watching Vegas lose. All good. Time limit for any coach's challenge. There should be. Yeah, I've always said a minute, because if the refs can't figure out within a minute, with all their plethora of replays and camera angles, if they can't figure out in a minute if something should be overturned, then that means you keep the call on the ice. And that might be simplistic, but I know they're talking about fraction of a second. They're talking about millimeters, but I think you got to allow, not for human error, but human judgment, right? Instinct and gut reaction. So whether it's 60 or 90 seconds, I would love to see a time limit for, and I think you're talking about, Alfred, not a time limit on how long a coach has to challenge, but you're talking about the time limit for the review, right? Clay, I should do a talent show. You mean I'd show all my talent, or I bring people on, Jessica? I hope, Robbie, I hope he's not going to fall apart on the road, but he does not have a good track record or first round. That's for sure. What are you talking about to do? Yes. So Rick Tocchet's contract has expired, and the Canucks had an option to re-sign him, to extend it for a year, but they chose not to because they don't want to extend him if he doesn't want to be here. So they're trying to negotiate a new contract with him. Did Garrett semi-retire? I did not know that. Yes, Mark, I'm not sure if you were late to the stream. I talked about this for the first 5 minutes of the show, but yeah, it was great. 2-0 for sure. Body cam videos, my guilty YouTube are cooking stuff, cookies and crafts. That's good. Gosh, Natty, I have Colorado in my confidence pool. I have Colorado in my player pools. I still think the Avs can pull it out in 7, just like you. Maybe someone who looked like Tocchet. That's true. They did say the Tocchet answer will be done in a week. Yes. I don't know. It depends what night of the week this is. Irvin, I plan to get to some games, but I don't necessarily need to get to the home opener. Tocchet was here to watch Messi tonight. Did he make it in time? I did not know that. Is that for sure? Helen, is that for sure? Favorite series is Panthers and Tampa. Yes, that is the one I am intrigued by the most, and I want Tampa to win, but it's not looking good. Coin flip, Dallas versus Colorado. Abby Canucks getting through this round or no? I don't know. It's going to be tough. They played well yesterday. They did not, the goalie for Tucson played very well tonight, so we'll see. Maybe that's a coin flip as well. Deposit for season ticket. Nice. Text you the YouTube information. Oh, sorry, Carol. You mean for the group Zoom chat on Sunday? Yes, I'll do that as I usually do. Oh, Jess wants a talent show. I thought she wanted my talent show. No, I believe that Rome, nice to see you. I believe that Pickard is starting game 3. Listening to Sportsnet 650 when the Burrows trade went down, they were talking about the trade for a few hours before the trade was announced. Oh. Doyle said that the disagreement over Verlander's bonus is a relatively small amount. Yes, I've heard it's like a couple under 1,000. They should start Pickard. I think you're right, TLC. Dylan Larkin is too old to trade, especially on a message board. Is Dylan Larkin too old to trade for, especially all those futures Canucks like to blow? Yeah, if he wants to win and he wants out of Detroit, I don't know. I still think he's a good player. The Blues need to be eliminated because they're the reason the Canucks missed the playoffs. Yeah, so you want them to lose. TLC says Dylan Larkin is not too old. Kings are mediocre on the road, so they might have to start Skinner. Gotcha. Canucks are the reason the Canucks missed the playoffs. That's fair too. I don't know if I want to put a time on review. They need to get the call right. Yep, that's totally fair too. Totally fair. I did not watch the end of the Blues game. They played the Blues is all right. Interesting. Canes and Stars. Taylor, I don't think I've heard anyone pick that combination. Very good. Larkin's only 28. Mike Gillis was going to draft Larkin, but then he got fired. Tocchet and PD bonding. I'll take it. Do you think the Sens are going to have issues with the Leafs? No, not. I didn't think they'd be down 3-0. But yes, this could be the first of many, many playoff runs. Good point, Edmund. Good point. I have access to the link for ones asking where to watch the Abbey games. What do you mean? Like for free, Adrian? Well, I take, oh no, Saturday I won't be able to watch it. I'll message you though. I'm surprised the Cats are up 2-0. What would Tocchet and PD do in their bonding time? Maybe Tocchet can make them work out. I don't know. Go for food. Paddle boarding, sleepover, all good options. Oh, thank you, Jessica. If I had a Clay talent show, Jessica would be like the shortest talent show in the world. Truly, if I had to show actual talent, I'd probably do some public speaking, not necessarily stand up, but do some spontaneous public speaking. Definitely play the piano, do some bowling. And maybe those are my only 3 talents. I don't know. LA could sweep based on the first 2 games. They are scoring a lot for sure. Pickard is slightly better. I'm so excited for your mukbangs. Do you want to join me, Jessica? I want Skinner net so they get eliminated. Yeah, the Winnipeg series, I'm not overly invested in it, to be honest with you. They should win, though. Hello, Gerald. Jets game was rough. Indeed. I didn't watch it, but I just saw the score. Larkin would be good, but we want to be here. Good question. Sens in 7. Good. I love how you guys are staying on topic with the hockey. That's good. I wouldn't want to give up too much for Larkin. Did I see the funny bar down video where Jesse, I don't think nothing Jesse does is funny to me, to be honest with you, fangirl. Tries to get Maple Leafs fans to debate who will go further in the playoffs. No, I did not watch that. Oh, for free. Nice. Do you think it's safe to say we're losing Besser? I think the odds are slim that he resigns here. Leafs will choke. Yeah, they're down 3-0 though. I mean, they're up 3-0. All the no trade lists are what's preventing blockbuster trades from happening in the NHL. That's fair. Those guys earn the right to negotiate those. Oh, workout following along YouTube videos. Gotcha. Workout, follow along workout videos. I hear what you're saying. What would your kids do in an emo talent show and who to win? Well, Jacob Bowling, he's Team Canada men. So that's pretty impressive. He's the only one in our family that's made Team Canada. Kayla has a lot of talent. She's an excellent singer. She's really good at actually doing nails. So she has a little side hustle that way. Sean is an excellent public speaker. Sean is a very good athlete as well in his own right. Yeah, so those are some of the things I think the kids would excel in a talent show. If Gail was in it, she would win the watching stupid K-dramas on Netflix. I'm just kidding. Can you please compare the buzz in the arena between Whitecaps games versus Canucks games? Yeah, tonight was interesting. Like there was a buzz, but it wasn't crazy. I actually thought it'd be more over the top, but it's an open air stadium. It's hard to get super loud, but there's anticipatory buzz with Messi, and there's great like cheering buzz during the game, booing Messi and then cheering every time the Caps scored. But because it's 3 times as many people as a Canucks game, there's 54,000 people there instead of 18. But because the roof was open, and I think there's some Messi fans there, which is fine. Majority Whitecaps fans, obviously. But there's nothing like a Canucks playoff game, the atmosphere, just because it's loud, it's covered and thing. But I really enjoyed myself tonight for sure. Yeah, I heard this, Helen, that Trevor Linden was on Sportsnet 650 and he basically said, we're going to get a new coach. So, and then he kind of walked it back a little bit. So we'll see. We'll have to trade either DP or Verlander to acquire him. Are we talking about Larkin still? Plus a young center. Or are we talking about someone else? Line change. I might have missed something. Only we're getting Besser back is if he's not satisfied with market offers. Consider him gone. Unlucky we'll get the re-sign done. That's fair. Help me, Clay. I'm okay. I will just watch you eat. But you should do bulldog noodles. I don't even know what that is, but it just sounds dangerous, Jessica. Okay, you're going to become my food advisor, Jessica. Anyone into betting? Not me. Once in a while, I'll well, actually, I shouldn't say that. I buy 50-50 every game I go to. What would you want, Matt? Would you want management to take a shot at Matt Barzal? I've heard that Barzal or Horvat could be targets, but we'll see. I'm interested in Barzal. I still think he's got some good hockey in him. What makes Tampa so disappointing? Why are they now powerless? They won the cup a few times and made 3 straight trips to the finals. Yeah, and they have guys that have been there before. And Kucherov and Hedman and Vasilevsky and Cirelli and Gord and Point and all these guys. But Florida's a really good team. Maybe Tampa just doesn't match up well against Florida. But I don't think it was an upset. Maybe it is, given track record. But I thought Tampa would get through. But we'll see. If Tocchet resigns, I think it will be a 4 or 5 year thing. Stammer is gone. Oh, you're saying that's why Tampa's bad? Good idea, Jessica. Fire noodle challenge. Bring Sean, Jacob, and Kayla. That would be fun, actually. A fire noodle thing. Jacob would lose for sure. Sean and Kayla are machines. Yep. Depending on what it costs to get Barzal, I'd be open to it. Irvin thinks he's too small. Tonight, well, I remember in BC Lions games, the sellouts were 59,000. Today, they said it was sold out at 54,000. So I'm trying to think of where the 5,000 seats went. But yeah, they just under 60 can fit, Simon. But that's not including the floor, like for a concert. Yes, Fangirl, great idea. I'm going to save opening my Gassy Jug stuff until a stream. I'll do it on stream. Did your kids get the athletic genes from you or Gail? Joe, come on, man. Look at it. No, I'm just kidding. Gail is not a great athlete. She's a wonderful swimmer. She can kick my butt in swimming. Because she grew up in Manila, swam almost every day. So she's an excellent swimmer. She's very comfortable in the water, but not a good volleyball, basketball, tennis, pickleball, badminton. Badminton, she's okay. But baseball, and she can't ride a bike. She basically didn't grow up doing a lot of sports. I tried everything. I didn't excel in anything, but I definitely tried anything. And I think I have good hand-eye coordination. Before I ruptured my Achilles, I was pretty fast, actually. Not the strongest guy. Like I'm 5'7", 5'6", so I don't have the best build. I always say, and it sounds like I'm joking, but it's true. My lower body's strong, my butt's strong, and my legs are strong, but my upper body is very weak. Like my shoulders, my arms. I don't have a lot of upper body strength. So something like a bench press or something, I would suck. But anything with leg presses or jumps or squats, that was good until I ruptured my Achilles. So I do got to build my left leg back up. So to answer your question, and I think Gail would say that they got their athletic genes from me. However, Gail would always say that she's happy if the kids get my athleticism, my personality, my musical talent, my sense of humor, my public speaking, my brains, my listening skills, all those things, as long as they get her looks. That was the only thing that she desired that they get from her. I say that Sean definitely looks more like Gail than he does me. We always say that Sean looks like Gail's mom's side. And then we say that Kayla and Jacob look more like me. So, sorry, Sean looks more like Gail's mom's side. And we say that Kayla and Jacob look like me. Kayla looks like my mom's side, the Jungs, and Jacob looks like my dad's side, the emos. So that's what we think. I don't know if you guys would agree with that. No, I didn't catch the hot take. You want to give me a 30-second version line change? Type in the chat. No, I did not hear it. Yeah, some people booed him tonight. Japan 4 asking Adrian to post the link for the Abbotsford game. Yes, they are playing in the Pacific Coliseum, which is the Canucks' old arena. Yeah, Larkin. Gotcha. Is there a Canadian city that's like Vegas? No, all the bigger cities, though, like there's no one city that people flock to gamble. But there's, like all the big cities have casinos, and I know like Montreal has them, Vancouver has them, definitely Winnipeg has them for sure. Tampa is washed now. If Lyndon says is true about talk, he's just packing up since May is around the corner. He no longer has to pay Lower Mainland rent as he moves wherever. Oh, I see. So get out by the end of April. I hear what you're saying. He was scheduled to come to Vancouver, and he's canceled 2 days' notice after a lot of people paying big money for tickets and hotels. Oh, you're talking about Messi's former visit here. Gotcha. Tampa is like Blackhawks. Too many playoff battles wearing on the players. That's fair. Would Horvat want to be back in Vancouver, though, after the management group traded him? Yes. Great point. Probably not. That's a great point, Fangirl. Attending a football match in Europe would be a dream. They're hardcore. Yes. And fans, yeah, bleachers collapsing, but that would be really cool. Yes, his reason was he does not like turf fields. Clay, you could do hot Cheetos, ramen, crumble cookies, honeycomb, and dumpling. Wait, Jessica, all at the same time? You want to see me throw up on stream? What are you doing? I think New York is a gong show. Who would you take from there? We're talking about the Islanders or the Rangers? If it's the Islanders, I'd be interested in Barzell. I'd still be interested in Dobson. If it's the Rangers, Schneider, Lafreniere, at least those two I'd be interested in. I don't think that Linden knows. I really think that Talker is going to be coming back to Vancouver. We will see. The Emo Clan Hot Ones, ICHO, the Icho. I like it. Who do you think dethrones Cena and Jey Uso for their belts? Cody gets his belt back and Braun Breaker wins Money in the Bank. Yeah, I could see. Could Jacob Fatu be in the mix too? All good choices. Florida just won the cup last year. It's not like they lost all their players. Yeah, no, that's true. They retained a lot. If people paid a lot to see, well, that's the thing, Tyler. That's why people were so upset. But he doesn't have to play. He just probably should have played. Did you see the video the Canucks posted with Linden greeting Pat O'Neill because his last game bringing young Roman Linden with him? Definitely looks like Parrington has aged him. Yes, he is a silver fox. That's for sure. What did Sarah say? That something that would probably kill me too, right? Is that why you lost the tortilla slap? I should have a weaker upper body. No, I lost the tortilla slap because Kayla has remarkable aim and is a lot stronger than she looks. How about that? People booed Messi proves how despicable people can be. Like, you have a football legend. That's true. That's a really good point. Yeah, and it was almost we were talking about it with some fans around it. It's almost like one of those respectful boos. You kind of boo him, but you don't. It's not because you hate him. It's because it's fun to boo him while recognizing, yes, he's probably the greatest soccer player of all time. Blake's hot take: trade Hughes to Chicago for Berard and Lesh. How do you say that guy? Levshinov. Okay, I'll have to go listen to that. Cool. Thank you, TLC. Bess's girlfriend, Bella, was taking dogs on the plane back to Minnesota. Oh, no. Imagine Clay with all the food on the table. Yeah, we can put food here. We can put food here. We can put food there. JT Miller. Yeah, I'm sure that would be good. I love Jess's energy for sure. McIntyre needs to win Money in the Bank. Yeah, he's a solid company guy for sure. Schneider and Lafreniere, but not Miller. I was being realistic at Rome. I just don't think Miller comes back here. Lucas and Marcus. Okay, I'll have to check them out. Besser's girlfriend is going to Minnesota for the offseason, taking the dogs for vacation. Yeah, maybe Besser stays. Both Manhattan and Long Island have already been dealt with. If New Jersey is out of the playoffs, they are to do business with. Next, Buffalo always going to be bad. Yes, that's true. Has Bedard lost a shine? A little bit. Yeah, I thought Chicago would be a little bit better. He's been a bit of the issue there, but his career's still young. And I think that, kind of like Robbie's saying, it might be just a sophomore slump. Adam Fox, I like him. I don't think he's coming. Condre Miller, I'm up and down on him. I'm so excited for this. You don't understand. You need to do mukbangs. Hey, I got to plan this out, Jessica. Well, definitely. I don't want to do anything that's going to kill me. Bedsy is amazing, but we'll chat. The only soccer player I'd pay to see is Ronaldo or Ronald. Who's Ronald? Ronaldo? My Portuguese grandpa watched him. Nice. There's a reason sophomore slump is a term. That's fair. May still be a good player, but generational. Yeah, we'll see. I'm not going to write him off just yet. Okay, friends. I don't know why I'm going to do this, but I like this guilty pleasure chat. So let's do one last topic for the last 3 minutes or so. I want you to list out your guilty pleasures when it comes to music. So mine is old school R&B, late 80s, early 90s, East Coast Family, Boyz II Men, Belle Biv DeVoe, Johnny Gill, Ralph Tresvant, Bobby Brown, New Edition, that kind of music. Young MC, Bust a Move, my favorite song. MC Hammer, You Can't Touch This. It Takes Two, DJ Easy Rock and Rob Bass. So what are your guilty pleasures when it comes to music? I'll highlight them for 3 minutes. Hsmfangirl lighting it up in the playoffs. Right now, I want him back. He's been great. Do you think JT will make it for the U.S. Open? No, I don't think so. I like Ronald. I'm a big fan of McDonald's. Kuzi is loving it. Kuz has his magic with Camping Kopitar. Yes, someone told me it was the AK line. So Adrian, I think did it not show? Okay, so I'll type it in. So I hope I don't get in trouble. This is what Adrian just texted me. en12.sport+. All right. So you can try click, or I forgot to put the HTTP or the www, but it's en12.sportplus.live. Thank you, Adrian. Japan 4, make sure you see this. Noah Kahan, is that someone's name or is that a food as well? Disney movie soundtracks. Love it, Alfred. Music from 75 to 85. I like that. Motown, beautiful, 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 beautiful. Modern rock and country. More Disney movie soundtracks. It was you, Filmer. AK, love it, love it, love it. French songs from the 2010s. I'm going to have to take your word for that, Robbie. Yes, AK is better than the Triple K. 70s music. All right. Taylor Swift, NSYNC, High School Musical, music. High School Musical, music from musicals. Oh, sorry. High School Musical music from musicals, especially Hamilton. Songs like Cabinet Battle Number 1. Fangirl, you ever heard of punctuation? I'm just bugging you. That was very hard for me to read. Barbara Streisand, DC Go-Go. Noah is a food. Or is Noah a person? I don't know what's going on. Who's Noah? Noah Kahan. What is that? Or you just get me to swear. Old Motown music, wrestling themes. I must admit, Tyler, I've done that. I've looked up wrestling themes on YouTube. AK, Adrian Kempe, Andre Kuzmenko, Anze Kopitar. 80s pop, electro-funk, and new jazz. Guilty pleasure, hoedowns, and Irish drinking song. Alfred, I'm with you. I watch those. Anything Wayne Brady does. Music on Whose Line? Beautiful. Beautiful. Super Nintendo music? What? This is such a fun little streak. I actually don't know why I'm so hyped. I think you meant stream. Or maybe you mean streak. I don't know what you do in your spare time, Jessica. Yeah, there we go. The 3 AKs. James Bond. Hey, Joe Vito. James Bond themes. Rap and drill. I know what rap is. What's drill? Oh, Vancouver Sunrun is on Sunday. That is good to know. I will not go into Vancouver. Yeah, fine. Taylor, Jessica, Sarah, you guys can all laugh at me. I don't know what's going on anymore. Shawn Michaels song. Yes, that is my theme song as well. Chess Records Blues. Nice. I don't know what that means, but that sounds good. No specific artist. Eminem. NF. Who's NF? Oh, Nelly Furtado? Kendrick, Carson Luger. I don't know Carson Luger. WWE themes. Your alarm clock is Undertaker's theme. That is awesome. Yes. Video games. Any video games. All right. Last thing. I'm going to play my ringtone for you. Rod Stewart. Very good. This is the last thing. And I want you to guess. I want to see if you can guess what show this is from. Okay, give me a sec. I want to make sure that I have it on. Whoops. Okay, you guys ready? I'm going to play this for you. Jessica, if I did the Sun Run, it would be the shortest live stream ever. But I think I should try and live stream some new stuff just to try some things over the summer. Oh, NF is a Christian rapper. His name is Nathan First. Okay, I'll look him up. That's cool. All right, last thing, you guys. Celine Dion. Chess Records was top label in Chicago back in the day. 80s rock music, but finding out some movie soundtrack. All right. Awesome. This is the very last thing. Here we go. Type in the chat if you know what theme this is. Okay. It's from a TV show. Here we go. Oh, whoops. I just took a screenshot of my own phone. What am I doing here? Play it again. All right. What show is that from? What show is that from? Help, Clay. You're cracking me up. I can't breathe and I'm sick. Well, sorry. Clay's version of Beach Shazam. Come to work with me day. That's not bad. That's not bad. Rapped about mental health. Okay, that's cool. Cool. It's not Kim Possible. Shania Twain. Nice. So Edmund says it's 24. Sarah says it's Wally. Fangirl says it's Wally. I'm not sure what ahoy hoy is. I hope I didn't swear. Line Change says The Office. Gurky says it's 24. Jessica says it's her grandma's old walkie-talkie. I'm not sure what to say about that. I'm not sure why your grandma has a walkie-talkie. All right, I'll play it one more. Casper, I'll play it one more time. Besser used to drive his dog back to Minnesota by car. He can't do that due to his blood clot issues. So the girlfriend's got to take it. Gilligan's Island. Well, I can't give you the hint because people got it right. It is indeed the ringtone, the phone from 24. 24 was the show, had a long run about over a decade ago, maybe 2 decades ago. Kiefer Sutherland. Really, really great show. The premise was every episode was real time, so 1 hour. Isn't Adolescence like that too? The new Netflix show. There's a show, right, that's very popular that it's supposed to be in real. Or no, sorry, Adolescence is all in one cut, one take. So yeah, I guess it is an hour. But 24, that was a great show. Didn't know how Jack Bauer never went to the washroom, never had to charge his phone, but it was a great show. And that is the theme. That is the ringtone from all of the phones inside of their little detective office. Does that make sense? There we go. All right, friends. I'm going to wrap it here. We're just about at an hour. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate you. I know content's a little slow right now. Maybe Rick Tockett will give us some stuff to talk about, even though I'm not streaming again until Sunday. But we made it work between talk of mukbang and spicy noodle challenges and guilty pleasures on YouTube and music and 24 and ringtones. First round playoffs, Abbotsford Canucks, Lionel Messi, Vancouver Whitecaps, and Rick Tockett. I think we did pretty darn well tonight. Moderators, thank you for keeping this a safe and respectful place. Members, as legendary Lucas Gates, legendary line change, legendary Andrew Chang, Hall of Fame and franchise members, thank you for your support. Don't forget, Legends Hall of Fames are monthly group Zoom chat Sunday night at 8:30. I'll send the link during the day on Sunday. And thanks to all of you for watching, liking, and subscribing on the way out. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe, and you can leave a late donation. Thanks to my sponsors, Van City Experts Real Estate, Coach Patrick Liu, Weight Loss Coach. And thanks to everyone who went above and beyond tonight. Coach Rob, gifted membership. Coach Rob uses monthly membership message. Swerve and Irvin, donation. Harry Ma, monthly membership message. And Swerve and Irvin, a donation as well. So thanks to all of you for being so generous. Very, very grateful to all of you. We're at the end of another streaming week at least. So we'll see if we have some Rick Tockett news tomorrow. And I can't wait to see you guys on Sunday. Thank you. That was a lot of fun tonight. And we're just trying to get through, trying to be with each other, build an awesome community here for sure. All right, friends. You guys are the best. I'm the best. Whitecaps are the best. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Take care of yourselves. And take care of each other. You know, you can't see it, but my printer is right here, my little inkjet printer. And I was so confused last night because my printer, it started playing music. Just out of the blue, my printer started playing music. Turns out the paper was just jamming. Paper was jamming. God bless. And go Canucks go. Booyah.